Correct. Oh, whose turn is it?
Oh, I'll do it, shall I?
Okay. This is our pre-lunch lunch.
Pre-lunch.
Which is just designed to keep us going while I make our lunch. I hold a moral copyright on the Ask Mustard feature.
A moral copyright?
Yeah.
This particular subject is...
Close to your heart.
No, not mine, no.
Close to your bottom.
Well, it would be close to her bottom.
Right, my lovelies, that is the end of lunch part 1, and I will now prepare lunch part 2. Come with me to the preparation area, which I like to call Preparation H. Do you reckon anybody will get that?
No. Thank you.
Do you know what Preparation H is?
I don't care. That was lovely.
It's a hemorrhoid treatment.
Well, I don't know about it.
And you might have had hemorrhoids. Never had a hemorrhoid?
No. Am I missing something here?
Never ever?
No.
When you're a man of a certain age, how have you managed to avoid hemorrhoids?
I don't know, you had to avoid them.
Well, you don't have to avoid them, but apparently you have.
I see you've left the thing running again. Is this to trick me into saying something that I'll regret?
I haven't left it running,
You
actually.
most definitely have.
No, I definitely haven't.
58 seconds there. Oh, you started again?
Ah, you see, I did what you told me to, and to stop it. I need to alter the elevation of that, because our heads have been chopped off again. Thanks so much. Let's get you over to... There we are. Ah, brilliant. Cheers. Right. Quick puff, and then we'll get some preparation on the go. Would you like to know what you're having for your lunch?
Yeah.
Soup.
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 Homemade soup.
Homemade soup.
Not out of a can.
Not out of the can. How do you feel about that?
I like soup. What? Who doesn't like soup?
George?
George.
Yeah.
George who?
I don't know his surname. Everybody calls him No Soup George.
Is that the same George that likes all of the ingredients in that particular soup but doesn't like it when it's all put together?
That's No Soup George. As he always says, hold the water, man, and I'm all over that shit. I don't know why he says it like that. He's from Scotland.
Yeah, another one. Most people from Scotland are called George.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes life simpler.
What, being from Scotland?
And he's nice to you. He calls you Paul in his videos.
Yeah, what does he call you?
He doesn't know who the fuck I am. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. I am YouTube's best kept secret. I am YouTube's least successful motoring type channel.
You're not.
I bloody am.
I bet you're not.
I am.
I bet you're not.
Unless you can't.
All the other ones that have got fewer subscribers than what you have, which I would do.
Oh, hang on. I think I've just overtaken Schuster in the shed.
Oh, there we go, Jim Biscuits. Did you hear that? He is gloating.
I wasn't gloating.
He was
I was
gloating.
reflecting.
He is trying to make you feel worthless.
I'm going to start gloating now, then. As soon as I finish this cigarette, I'm going full gloat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Who else am I ahead of? I'll tell you who I'm close to. My hero. I'm on the verge of overtaking my hero and the ultimate channel. The one and only, no, I'm a bit of a way off Hubner. The one and only Dan's Bangers.
Oh, right, yes.
That I've been obsessed with since day one. And he's a really nice chap, and I should say thank you because you inspired me.
Hey, do you know what? We could actually have an episode where what we do is just thank the people that have either inspired us or annoyed us enough to actually make more of an effort.
Or we could just go through all the other channels that we know and take the piss out of them.
Well, one thing we could do is basically, as soon as you mention another channel, stick it in the comments with the tag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a way of actually getting people our way, or well, actually your way on this channel, for disappointment.
Wanted viewers for mutual disappointment.
Are you doing the soup in that?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, are you going to make the soup now?
Yeah.
Ah, right. I thought perhaps you'd already prepared it.
No. No, we're going to do this from scratch. Come round a bit, you.
Yeah, come on. Do you want me to help?
Well, that would be a kindness. I'm not too far.
Would you?
Because we want to get you in it as well.
Right, so you don't need that part of the kitchen here.
There we are.
That, yeah.
That's perfect.
Right.
Nice tripod placement, if I may say so.
The placement of the tripod is very important. Oh, ginger. We're cutting up some root ginger into slices. Now that is 3 slices of root ginger. One's going into the bin because that's hungry, and the others are being chopped up into smaller bits. So this isn't going to be a slice of ginger soup, is it?
No, it's going to have a ginger constituent, but it's not going to be.
It's the Scottish soup.
It's not going to. The ginger isn't going to be the star of the show.
Isn't it?
It's not.
I like ginger. Oh, you're getting rid of all the skin.
Yeah, because I couldn't be asked to peel it.
I thought perhaps you'd just leave the skin on.
For certain things I do, but not for soup.
Right. Is that a sharp serrated edge or just a serrated edge that's not particularly sharp?
This is the most useful knife that you can possibly have in the kitchen. It's called a tomato knife, and whilst it won't do everything perfectly, it will do everything. If you are only going to have one knife, this is the knife that you want.
The tomato knife.
They're brilliant. Have you got one?
No.
Well, you must get one.
Well, obviously having a serrated edge helps to cut through the skin of the tomato. What I do is I have a knife that's about that long, and I just sharpen it all the time. And then so you put it on the tomato and you go, and it just goes through it.
So you don't sleep?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean because of how long it takes to keep it sharp?
Well, no, because you said you sharpen it all the time.
Oh, right. Well, all the time I'm using it. Not when I'm not using it.
So, explain to me how you use it and sharpen it simultaneously.
Well, I'm using it to be
Do you,
sharpened.
do you have the sharpener halfway down the knife? So
Yeah, ready to cut through the appropriate vegetable.
That's quite an achievement. It would be a talented chef who could both sharpen and use their knife simultaneously.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I might just. I'm not sure what to do here. Should I just backtrack and apologise for not being exactly right there, or just carry on digging my way into another hole that you're undoubtedly going to cover up with soil afterwards? And now we have in another little container some garlic. Are you going to take the skin off of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the situation calls for 2 goodly cloves. What are your feelings on this matter?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what this is going to be like. But I will say
It's going to be-
I like garlic and I like ginger and I like soup.
It's going to be like hot coloured water
Yeah.
that tastes like food.
Oh, good.
That's how I would describe soup generically. Hot coloured water tasting of food.
Usually the colour's not that relevant to soup, unless it's tomato soup.
Why is the colour relevant with tomato soup but not with others?
Well, because you know it's tomato soup because it's red. And when it's some sort of vegetable soups, usually they don't really end up the colour of the vegetables, do they? They kind of go grey instead.
I don't want to eat. I certainly don't want to eat your grey soup. There's no relation to what's gone into it. What is your go-to soup? If you were going to make soup for those who love you.
I haven't made soup for a few weeks, and I just really. You can't go wrong
A
with
few
soup.
weeks. I didn't make soup for 50 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I only started making. I made soup for the first time about a couple of months ago.
This just doesn't sound right. I'm not sure I want to eat this now.
It'll be all right. Don't you worry.
When I was
When I were a lad in Rochdale. Oh,
no,
when I were a lad
no, not a lad.
in North.
When I was in my early 20s,
Ah.
I used to have a lot of soup then. But
Did you?
because I didn't really know what I was doing, I used to just buy it. And I used to go to, because it was cheap enough to just go and fill up a carrier bag with tins of soup from Quicksave or wherever it was that wasn't particularly expensive.
And what was your favourite bought soup?
Oh, the one I made myself.
Your favourite bought soup was the one you made yourself.
Yeah, because I used to.
He's a nice man, as long as you don't expect him to make sense.
I used to buy a tomato soup, a tin of tomato soup, and tip it on some potatoes that I boiled, and some cheese, and I'd cook it in the big pots.
Right.
So I'd have a couple of big spuds, tomato soup, then loads of cheese, and then I'd leave it in the pan until it started to stick to the bottom. And the sort of sticky gooey bits with the the bit the bit of soup you could actually crunch on. It was very nice. I called it slop.
You called it what?
Slop.
Right. Now,
I used to have a meal that I called boat actually.
really?
There's just you just give it a name just so that other people think you know what you're doing. It never worked.
Okay. When I was a lad, in South Wales, it was normal to make spaghetti bolognese by putting tinned tomato soup onto corned beef. And so, I'm not joking. That was a South Wales spag-well. Corned beef in tomato soup. And any of you watching from South Wales, particularly around the Carmarthen area, will confirm that this is indeed the case.
Will it?
Yeah. Well, if they can be bothered. They would be able to, with complete honesty. I can't guarantee that they will. They might not even be watching this. There could be somebody living near Carmarthen, possibly Cross Hands, who is not watching this right now. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can. I'd like to congratulate you on this chopping board as well, actually.
Thank you.
That's a very nice, big chopping board that isn't going to warp when you wash it.
And, tip of the trade,
Oh, yeah, so it doesn't slide around.
yeah. Lots of
Do you
chili,
use
lots of
different
chili.
chopping boards for different jobs?
Yes.
I'm standing like this now because, not so I can be better in shot, but because my back's starting to hurt.
You need to sit down, or does sitting down make it worse?
Sitting down makes it better, but that would look, that made me look like I was rather weedy. Look at this Boaty man stood doing all the cooking and I'm just sat down doing nothing. just expecting to be fed. That wouldn't really be good for my
Well, it's kind of
self-image.
it's kind of a reverse of the car situation, isn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, you actually do useful stuff with the cars, and I frolic around or sit down or smoke or get in the way, but I don't do anything productive or constructive.
That's true.
But the difference with this is that I'm doing something that you can also do.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas when you do the cars, you're doing something that I can't do.
You did that exhaust.
Everybody knows I didn't do that exhaust. That was a nice editing job. Oh, we haven't played a game today, have we?
Oh no, should we?
Oh, it's kind of traditional, isn't it? I enjoyed, in the group, I enjoyed Sitcom Commissioner. I enjoyed playing that.
Yeah.
And my favourite one was, if you're not in the group, or if you didn't see this, the game is that you have to make up a new sitcom by combining names of existing sitcoms. And the favourite one that I came up with was Men Behaving Badly Up Mrs. Brown's Damp Bottom. Who wouldn't watch that? Men Behaving Badly Up Mrs. Brown's Damp Bottom.
Now there's a point. Neither of us have actually done anything on that group for a couple of days. You had a thing where you just wouldn't leave it alone all day. You just kept posting things on there.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. And I think you only do that when I've just done something. I've just done a post and you don't want it to stay at the top. So quick, let's think of something to bump it up.
It's just something that you're not in singles, of course. In singles, I go properly mad. I'll do nothing for a while, and then I'll do literally 60 posts in an hour, asking the most ridiculous questions.
I feel a bit inspired to actually ask a question now on the group. I've just got to think of one. But
Ask them how many poos they have in an average day.
well, that's your idea. So I think you can do that.
And at what time? And if they have a daily poo, what time do they like to have it? When do you have your poo?
Usually when I wake up.
Really? A proper early one?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Why do you reckon there's something wrong with that?
No. Personal preference, isn't it?
It's not preference. It's a matter of there's one ready to come out, so let's open the gates.
Expunge it.
But what I can do is if I haven't got time to do it, like what happened the other day, I didn't get a chance to do it until maybe 7 o'clock in the evening. I get the whole day's worth in one go and fill the toilet up.
Well, how many poos do you normally have in a day then? Do you have more than one?
Oh yeah, usually about 3.
No!
What do you mean no? Why not?
You don't.
How many do you have?
One!
What?
Obviously, I'm normal. Who the hell has 3 poos a day? Like proper poos? Full poos? Or do you do like...
Full poos.
Or do you do like a third each time?
I just enjoy it, so I savour it.
When you do eat a lot.
Do I?
Yeah. You eat more than anybody else I've ever met.
No, that's not true.
No, it's not, because Fat Gareth.
Fat Gareth.
Yeah.
You can't just be Gareth.
If you saw him, you would know why he's called Fat Gareth.
Yeah, but why do you need to call him fat at all? It's obvious that's what he is. It's not like pointing out the obvious.
No, it's to differentiate him from Gay Gareth.
Yeah, but
You wouldn't want to get them mixed up. I mean, imagine if you had a really nice friend who happened to be gay, and
he was trying to organise a date.
you organised a date with Gareth, and you got the wrong Gareth, and you did it with because it's just Gareth in your phone, and you set up the date with Fat Gareth instead of Gay Gareth.
No, it does make sense because on the phone, it's a number, isn't it? You can't actually see that person anyway.
No, that's...
If you just had a photograph...
That's how phones work. Well, although in this day and age, you can't see people on your phone.
They do it, do they?
No.
No, I remember that from about way over 10 years ago. You could have a picture of each person, but it just never really caught on.
I still have a picture of each person.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I don't have a picture of anyone.
I ain't got it. Have I got a picture of you?
I don't know.
Let's see.
There's a screenshot of it is. Oh, I don't remember that particular time where you said, I'd like a picture of you for my phone. Because that would stand out as being a bit odd. And I'd remember it.
One of the many things that are a bit odd about me.
Oh, well, that's the thing, actually. Just you carry on saying odd things, and eventually...
Bernard's got a picture.
All right. Oh, right, I've seen her before somewhere. You had a picture of her. You did a post or something somewhere. And there's that lady.
Oh, you haven't got a picture.
Right, so there we go. But who else is that? You don't need a picture, do you, really? Just see him will do.
It's just for the sake of completeness, isn't it? If there's a place for a picture to go, then you have to put a picture there.
Because it's not right otherwise.
Because it's not right otherwise.
Okay. I've got oh look, there's some more pictures of you in your foodie stuff.
Oh, those are last week's meals.
Yeah. Last week's, alright, 3 hours ago.
Once a week I post a weekly roundup, 7 days, 14 meals.
Yeah. Right, okay, so oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh yeah. Reynolds again.
Groups. There we go. Just for this, right, I am going to take a picture of us two in your kitchen whilst you're doing some cooking, okay? So as soon as you finish with the fridge, I'm going to take an appropriate kitchen picture of us two that's going to be very useful for what I'm about to do next.
Okay.
Are you all okay with that?
Yeah, I'm all over.
Are you all over?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so yes, you do look exceedingly freaky there. I'm not going to edit that a great deal. But I will do this, because I hate it when people post pictures where it's the wrong way round. Don't you?
Well, if they've got the trousers on, how would you know it was the wrong way around?
Oh, I can't be asked even thinking about that.
A robust attitude. What are you doing? Writing War and Peace? Oh, look at that!
What?
91.7.
Oh, that's a lot less than normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're upsetting some people
Very much.
that probably don't even know you.
I would say definitely don't know me. It's amazing the number of people who don't know me. I find it quite extraordinary. We're going to have a parking challenge after lunch.
Are we?
Yeah. You're going to park Ryan and test out your theory
Okay.
and decide whether, well, they can decide. In fact, we'll both do it. I'll do it my way, then you do it your way, and they can decide which of the two is the better method.
Okay, here's my post. I'm going to read it to you first.
3, 2, 1.
Close your eyes.
I'd have guessed 1. Do you want to measure?
Yeah. Then we should measure you. This is like being back at school, isn't it? We're going to actually measure each other just to make sure that we're not lying about our heights. Is that burning ever so slightly?
Yes. Come here.
I've got my shoes on though.
Ah, right, yeah. You're not going to give an accurate read, are you?
No, exactly.
Well, I can measure your shoes and take that up.
Well,
Well done.
we could always what's that? Oh, right, okay.
No, stand against this so I can mark
Ah,
it.
good, yes, yes.
Hold up. Right, don't stay. You're not on tiptoe?
No. Good. It's a one called pen.
Yeah.
No, let's do you as well then.
Okay. Right.
You don't have to go in the video, I reckon. It's a bit more of a challenge, this. You're getting taller, what's going on there? Is that right there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, that's I'll put your name on there just in case we get confused.
Should have thought that. Right.
Should we film this bit?
Yeah. So,
Right, so to settle an argument between Boaty and me, we've actually measured each other. Because I don't believe he's as tall as he says he is, and he thinks I'm taller than I said I am. I
Yeah.
reckon I'm 6 foot.
we're 6'1 1/4.
That can't be right. 6 foot 1 1/4.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Actually, 6'1 1/2 upwards. And I am 6'4 1/2.
So you shrunk and I've grown.
Yeah.
Right.
Although, let's measure your shoes.
Well, actually, the way to do it really is to measure the inside, isn't it? If that's actually at all possible.
How's that going to work? Welcome to today's World Hopping Championship.
I think it's up to that bit there, which is, that's an inch. Right.
So you're 6 foot?
So I am 6 foot, yeah. But, however, when I'm stood on them, they do compress quite a bit.
Ah.
But also, when I'm stood on them, I'm standing up like that. I'm taking away some of that compression.
Did I finish my cigarette?
I don't know. We do have some fun games. Oh, let's put that there.
We could make that a thing.
What, measuring each other every
We
day?
should get all the channel owners to come and be measured on their official Drainpipe of dreams. Maybe I might be the least successful, but I could be the tallest motoring channel. Where would James be?
Probably.
Seeing as he's your best friend. No.
No, it might be that there actually.
I don't know.
Who else?
Well, should we just run hopping up here?
That's not fabricated correct. It's just to do now. Just to say that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Right? We'll do that when we finish the
What, we're going to measure?
Well, no, we'll have an estimate of where we think these people are going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Good, eh?
Yeah.
We do got a lot of these together, don't we?
Actually, we can do that after lunch, where just before we do the parking challenge.
Right.
We can do some outsidey bits.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But we must be sometime.
That'll be ages up, won't it?
No.
Because most of it's already cooked.
2 minutes, man.
Robo. Why do people have names like that?
Like what?
Robo.
I don't know. I don't know anybody called Robbo.
Well, I don't either, but I've got a friend request from him.
What do you do with friend requests for people that you don't know?
Depends. Well, I'll tell you what I do. I have a look at the profile, and if I like the look of them, in other words, if they look like somebody I might be happy to have as a friend, then I'll accept them, because I'll have plenty of people that I don't know that know me. But then I have quite a few from with profile pictures that are attractive ladies. I have a look at the profile and it says something like Uzi's changed his profile picture. So then I've got a fairly good idea that it's not really them. And then of course there's the other one of anyone by association with cars or car sales or any of this sort of stuff.
I genuinely thought that I would be interested in the answer to that question, and it was about a third of the way through that I just lost the will. I lost the will, my lovelies.
I don't like you anymore. That smells nice.
I didn't get where I am today by not insulting people.
Except that nobody else has ever called me the hairy Paddington before. Is this lunch now?
Yeah.